What's good, YouTube? All right, man. We got 2026 BMW Info Competition X Drive. This is the first time me looking at the 2026 version, so we're gonna see how this come out, and yeah, man. Let's get into it.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2026 BMW M4 competition. Huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Charlotte for providing this coupe for me today. Take a look at the website, that link is down in the description. This M4 comp is finished off in Dravit Gray Metallic. MSRP is right at $100,000. Now this is powered by the 3-liter twin-turbo inline-6. It's paired to the 8-speed automatic, and it pumps out 523 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque. That power sent through the X-Drive all-wheel drive system, propelling this 3,800-pound coupe from 0 to 60 in as quick as 2.8 seconds. It has a top speed of 174 miles an hour. It also has a fuel capacity of 15.6 gallons. You'll expect to see 16 miles per gallon in the city and 23 out on the highway. This also has a wheelbase of 112.5 inches. Its overall length is 189.1. It has a width of 74.3, a height of 54.9, and its ground clearance measures in at 4.7 inches. Now, as we move on to the exterior styling for this model, this is very nicely spec'd. You'll notice up front, there's a lot of gloss black accents. There's also a forward-facing camera, tons of cutouts to provide cooling to all the components up front. There's also parking sensors, a sensor for distance pacing, and then there's gloss black accents on both sides of the lower section of the bumper, along with this having LEDs for all the lighting with a nice dark housing to them. And hopefully the camera can pick off this metallic color out in the sun. It is definitely a great color option for this model. There's also some really nice lines that come down the hood too, going off the top of the kidney grille, just to blend that in a little bit nicer. Now this model also has a solid gloss black set of wheels and the blue M Sport brake calipers. You'll notice there's more gloss black for the lower side skirt. It's also on the M4 comp badge just behind that tire. You have power folding side mirrors with the camera and the turn signal, more gloss black for all the window trim, and then this competition model has the carbon fiber roof too. And then you'll notice some really nice subtle lines that run down the side. Now in back, there's a gloss black trunk mounted spoiler. You'll notice the backup camera is within the BMW badge. There's also the laser light and fiber bundles for those LEDs in back. You also have all the parking sensors and then that quad tip dual exhaust with some more gloss black accents. And then to gain access to the cargo space, you can use the button on the key fob or the one up underneath where this does have the power trunk. And you have a good bit of space for this coupe. You'll notice on the left and the right, you do have some storage bins. There's nothing underneath the floor. And then you do have the option of folding down these back seats. So that way you can get in a little bit more interior space depending on the items that you have. Now there's also 2 buttons up top. So you can just close that trunk or you can lock the vehicle at the same time. And then if you do lock it, just grab either door handle and it will unlock. Now this model has a really nice interior. You'll notice all the brushed aluminum accents as well, along with this silver stone color. There's all of your window controls, memory seating adjustments, you get storage along with the trunk release there, and then window controls too. And then a very nice design for these seats. There's Alcantara and the 2-tone design for the leather. They are automatic with the 1 manual adjustment for the leg support. You also have a combination of a manual and then automatic to move those seats out of the way for your back seat passengers. Now you are not buying this to be a full 4-seater all of the time. But at 5'10", it's not all that bad. As you can tell, plenty of storage or foot space at the moment. You have vents in the middle, and then I'm just barely touching the headliner. So if you are any shorter than me, it's going to be pretty comfortable. We have a large window. We have some very nice materials with all of the leather. And then you do get a little bit of storage down below too. And you can also fold down this middle seat. So honestly, it is not that bad if and when you need to use them. You can actually put adults in the back, which is great. Now up front, we have the flat bottom design for this leather steering wheel with the red stripe up top, along with all the carbon fiber accents too. But let's start this up and take a listen to how this sounds. And coming back to the digital gauge cluster, you'll see on the left side there's miles per hour and fuel. On the right side there's tach and engine temperature. Now, in order to go through some more of that info, use this button right in the middle, where you also have volume tuning, Bluetooth, and voice commands. But using that scrolling dial, you can take a look at all this information, just depending on what you need to see. So there's a good bit that you can pull up and monitor as needed. Now there's also M1 and M2, so these are presets for the driving modes, so you can have those set up and ready to go. There's massive carbon fiber paddle shifters, and then all of the cruise control settings on this left side. Now you also get a little bit of storage. There's headlight adjustments, one air vent, and then with the infotainment system, all of your info is fixed in the lower section, so you can get into your phone. There's also a lot of information here. You can look at your M-Drift analyzer, so you can go through all of that information. There's a lap time or two that you can go into and adjust, and then you have climate controls and the rest of that information. You have a home setup where you can swipe through all of these widgets and customize them as needed. Then there's also a shortcut to your climates. You have the navigation and music, and then this also has heated and ventilated seats, a heated steering wheel, and there's your temperature adjustments. You get more carbon fiber underneath that, along with some interior lighting and your vents. There's power and volume tuning and some defrosters, along with wireless charging, auxiliaries, and cup holders. Now you can also use these controls down below to further go through the infotainment system. So you don't have to use it as a touchscreen system, which is nice. Now with the shifter, push it to the left and up. That is for reverse, where this has automatic parking, backup assistance, and then you have the 360 view, of course, so you can see around the entire vehicle. And then when you go back, you can go into drive, sport mode, and then park is on the back. There's also the ability to adjust the transmission, how slow or quickly you would like that to shift. Now you have traction control, along with a shortcut to the forward-facing camera and full screen. There's parking sensors, engine start stop, and then when you push on M mode, you can actually change the gauge cluster. So now you can bring this up where you have a little bit more information that is sport focused, and you can go through your M1 and M2 along with a little bit of info on that left side. Setup is how you can also customize M1 and M2. So you have a lot of different settings between efficient all the way up to Sport Plus with the different modes. You have the exhaust note, auto hold, and the e-brake, along with an auxiliary and some storage in the armrest, plenty of storage in the glove box, and then up top you have garage door buttons and dome lights. And then here's a look at visibility, where you have some thin pillars there, so it is pretty easy to see over both shoulders. As we set up behind the wheel now for the 2026 M4, there's no changes for this model year.
Damn, bro, I thought I hit fucking record, man. Fuck. I think we left at like 7:35, motherfucker. And now they just hit me with a fucking ad. What the fuck? I'm trying to figure this live video out, man.
Since the LCI was previously updated, we have the same vehicle as the last model, of course, but we have a very nice spec for this. So I get to review a lot of the M4 models, and it's really cool to showcase the several options that you can get with these models, just depending on your budget, what you're going to use, the tech features that you like, and things like that. So this is a very well-spec'd model for the price. You have a lot of nice materials, and of course you are going to have a fantastic coupe to daily drive. This is one of my favorites to be able to drive because you have a lot of different characteristics with this vehicle just by starting off with the transmission alone and being able to adjust how you want the vehicle to shift. It's going to do that regardless of you using the paddle shifters or you're just driving in the automatic mode. So even just by letting the car do the driving, you have a lot of different ways that you can drive this. So this is all the way up, where it's going to shift a lot more aggressively than if you tone it all the way down. So if you're just maybe stuck in traffic or you're doing some more daily driving type of driving, you can have the transmission adapt to what's going to make you the most comfortable, because you can go all the way up into the aggressive shifts where it might get a little bit annoying depending on your driving style. So I really like that you have a lot of different ways to drive this. It's also super comfortable too. It's well refined, as you would expect from a BMW, and you also have different seating options too.
I've been right there. That's probably it right there for me tonight. I'm going to hop on these shorts, man, and catch y'all on the next one, man. Hope y'all enjoy these videos, and till we meet again. Peace. Love, homie.